Yes? Okay. Hello everyone, welcome back to Doctor Who The Lonely Assassin mobile game, or Switch, or PC. As you can see, it says new game, not continue. That's because I am on my mobile. I'm gonna see if this helps with the recording issues. That does mean we have to restart. But YOLO. I really want to record this, I really wanted to play more of it. So, we are just gonna whiz past the first part. I'm not gonna be doing all the text. Everybody is still gonna stay up. No, not good. I don't know if this will work. You'll find out. If this video gets uploaded, then it worked, and the storage is no longer an issue. This could be pretty cool, playing this on my phone, if I'm honest. We'll just have to wait and see. I'm hoping this works. If not, then I'm afraid I will just be playing this by myself. The other video is going to stay up. Picture no, all's good. Remote override. Sorry about the shitty mic. There's nothing I can do.
Lawrence, at last. Oh, the way you've been avoiding my calls, anyone would think I was your mother. This isn't your mother, by the way. Well, unless there's been a horrendous mix-up with a time fracture. But I think you're not Lawrence, which means Lawrence is still missing. Okay, I've not got long, so just listen. I've a funny feeling an old friend of mine made sure this phone fell into your hands, which means you're the right person for the job. The job being, find Lawrence. I can't stress how important that is. Think yellow highlighter, and circled in red, several times. Yes, that important. Right, my friends call me Petronella. You can call me Osgood. I'm an investigator, looking into the odd, the unexplained, anything on Earth or even beyond. And I've only just realised what a massive remit that is. No wonder I need your help. You and me are going to sift through clues, codes, and face some terrifying enemies. Sound like fun? Look, gotta go. But I'll be in touch, because you and me, we've got a game.
Thanks for taking my call. Now let me tell you what this is all about. This phone belongs to a man named Lawrence, who's connected to a rather fabulous person of interest. Problem is, Lawrence is seen to be missing in action. Intriguing. How can I help? I need to find Lawrence. So can you help me by going through his phone? There may be clues as to where he's gone. Sounds easy enough. Great. Hang on, I have something useful for you. I've installed a scanning kit on the phone. It's highlight any potential clues, if it works. Let's give it a test drive. You're quite the tech whiz. You're too kind. It's just a simple recovery tool, nothing complicated. Let's start with getting a picture of Lawrence. He's bound to have somewhere on his phone. Find a picture of Lawrence. Got it. When you spot anything of interest, like his picture, in this case, the scan button will turn yellow. Tap it. And tap it and say scanner. Yeah. I'm not going to rereading all these. First episode is going to stay up. I'm kind of disappointed because on my iPad we were just getting to the interesting parts. Okay. Clue found photos of Lawrence, blah blah blah. I think I've got a photo. Excellent work. Since you've scanned the photo, can you send it to me, please? Yes, I can. Mail problems in Lawrence H. That's him, alright. Restoring browser. Restoring chats. Restoring mail. Restoring calls. Awesome. Got it. There's clearly more files in there, but they're corrupted. Odd. Odd? What's odd? Data gets corrupted all the time. But there's usually a pattern to it, a logical cause. You know, like damaging a USB stick when you drop it into a molten... Yeah. But something's different here. So, the data isn't just corrupted, it's also out of place, like a jigsaw puzzle with the pieces incorrectly connected. First time I've ever seen something like this. Okay, so what can we do now? Take a look through the new files, would you? See if you can find out anything about Lawrence and what he's been doing recently. Might give us a clue where he is. I'm sure you'll manage. Tell you what, we'll find him. I'll deal with him. We find him, I'll deal with him, then you can be on your way. Deal? Deal. Great. So I need you to go through his phone. All of it. If you find anything interesting, just scan it and I'll have a look. Good luck, and thanks for the advice and your help. So obviously he was having, just to sum it up, what we found out in the other episode that I recorded. I'm really sorry that I have to do it like this. Also sorry about the bad microphone quality. So Mr. Flint here is the one who bought this game continues directly on from the episode in David Tennant's era called Blink. I'll sort this in a minute. With the Weeping Angels in. That's who we are fighting in this. I will leave this up on the screen while I talk here. So if you want to have a read over that while I talk, go ahead. Basically, the house with all the angels in the cellar from that episode of Blink and David Tennant's ears is this house. This game continues on with the characters of Sally Sparrow and Lawrence Nightingale. As you can see by it says Dear Mr. Nightingale, and we're on Lawrence's phone. It's by the makers of Simulacra 1, 2, and Sarah Is Missing. That's why I was so excited for this game. Mr. Flint here has bought the house with the angels in from that episode. And good old Lawrence here, scaring the shit out of me. Lawrence here is from the episode Blink. He works at the DVD store. Oh, Jesus, I forgot about that. Lovely. Basically, Lawrence's wife, Natalie, went missing. And he's now missing after going looking for her.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry, man. I just got back and Dazza told me about Nat. You must be like crazy worried.
No, actually, I will listen to that. Basically, Nat went missing.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry, man. I just got back and Dazza told me about Nat. You must be like crazy worried. But she's gonna turn up. You probably thought I was well out of order with my texts about the party. But obviously, I'll take care of all that. You need to focus on finding Nat. And hey, I'm here for you, Loz. Whatever you need. Even if it's just a talk. Don't be one of those dinosaurs who thinks talking about problems a mug's game. It helps, man. I should know. Listen, I'm gonna give you another bell later, okay? And we'll find her, yeah? You and her, you're gonna be together forever. Alright, later.
So, Nat went missing on the 17th of February. And then, since then, no one's heard from Lawrence. That's what we found out. Sally Sparrow is the one from the episode. Hey Sally, hope I caught you before your flight. Just want to know good luck. You're doing do great things in the world. I know it. In America, great things in America. I know it. The world just isn't ready for Sally Sparrow. We've got everything covered here, I promise. But don't forget, once you get your big, exciting life there. Don't forget us once you've got big, exciting life there. Oh, Larry, don't be so dramatic. I'm just moving across the pond. It's not even the end of the world. But thank you, Larry. I know leaving London in the store in the capable hands. I never doubt a Nightingale. Promise I'll make you proud here, and I'll send a postcard to you peasants when I make it big here. Oh, shush. Henry, such as the package. A birthday cake. Wasn't really anything important here. Jesus Christ, shit myself there. Lovely, lovely pictures. Alabama's blue box. So Lawrence was looking for the doctor because the doctor helped him. Lawrence and Sally out. Can I see on this? I never read this in the other thing, so I'm not gonna. Basically, Lawrence is looking around for the doctor because the doctor, David Tennant, doctor, helped Lawrence out. During the Blink episode. See these two people here. That was quick. That didn't happen. Alright, let's do the doctor one first. I will read all these. Blue box. That must be the doctor's space-time machine. The TARDIS. I don't have any record of it in Alabama, though. But it looks like it's occurred around the time of civil rights movement, specifically when Rosa Parks was resisting bus segregation. It was an iconic moment for the college, and Doc does like to be present at significant historical moments. That's actually an episode in season 11, episode 3 or 4. No, 1 is the woman who fell from Earth, 2 is the Ghost Monument, 3 is Rosa Parks. So yeah, it'll be season 11, episode 3, first season with Jodie Whittaker in. They went to that exact moment. And obviously I have to do the, sorry, Doctor Who? It's complicated, but long story. But long story short, that's my person of interest. I like to keep tabs on him, her, them. It's hard to keep track when the problem with, hard to keep track. That's the problem with time traveling aliens, I suppose. You don't always show up in the right order, and sometimes not always in the same body, but the old phone blocks is always a dead giveaway. A doctor in a police phone box seems a little encourageous. Well, the doctor's not really a doctor per se, and the box has nothing to do with the police. The phone box is actually a TARDIS, time and relative dimension in space. That's what TARDIS stands for, by the way. You could call it a spaceship, but it can travel through time as well. Its appearance is just a disguise or a cloaking field, I think. Yeah, it's Camille the Circuit. Time traveling alien doctor. Why not? Oh no, I should have said the other thing. That's just the gist of it. I have to say, all things considered, you're adjusting well to remarkably. Anyways, discovery proves my hunch. Lawrence was indeed looking for the doctor. I also suspect the doctor had something to do with you getting a hold of this phone. This doctor sounds fascinating. The doctor does have a certain charismatic pull to him. You can't help but want to know more, even if it puts you in danger. You must focus on finding Lawrence. But if you come across any more references to the TARDIS or the Doctor, do send them to me. The Doctor might give me some leads on they might give me some leads on the Doctor's current location. Keep investigating, please. You're doing fabulous. But we need to learn more information about Lawrence. This isn't terribly encouraging. But Diet Music Hand, thank you for doing that, by the way. It doesn't really fit with any of the existing data we found so far, which means we can't use to uncover more data. It could still be useful. You're right. I'm convinced this is significant somehow. It meant to help us recover data, but I think it's a lead worth following. Actually, I think I might delete the first episode of this, if I'm honest. Now it sounds like an important person to Lawrence now. It's his wife. It sounds like something happened to her poor woman and poor chap. Has he got friends to lean on? Yeah, thankfully. No one should have to go through difficult things alone. But if he lost his phone, it makes me question if he took them up on the offer. Is there anything on who Lawrence is to exactly? Actually, if I go to gallery, no. chats. Oh, Jesus Christ, don't do that. Differences. Urban legend websites seem widely impulsive, but I've stumbled across my fair share of leads on them before. I suppose when you actually discover something truly bizarre or improbable, you tend to share it with people who might believe you. How did 12 people go missing like that? Honestly, you'd be surprised at how many people go missing without anyone noticing, but it seems our Lawrence notices this sort of stuff. At any rate, this will help with establishing Lawrence's thought process, so we might not, the conventional sort that could make things difficult. Arguing with Flint, a misunderstanding comes ahead. That said, I must ask you to refrain from harassing me any further. What I do on my property is my business, and I am well within my rights to carry out whatever works I choose on my own. Sounds like a typical neighbor tiff. Outlandish tales, huh? What has Lawrence been spreading about Mr. Flint's property? Why does Lauren care about what Flint does anyways? Perhaps it's affected his property value, or perhaps maybe Flint painted his fence eggshell white instead of parchment white. Point is, it could be anything. It's not unusual, a problem with your neighbours. But for it to escalate this far, there must be something more to their dispute. And a corrupted chat. Aha! Progress. Wait, on that note, are you still recording? Yes, you are. Okay. Great. These are useful. Fabulous. What kind of progress? These items are more like fragments, really. The two pieces you can't connect to each other. Interesting, but they might connect to other fragments as well. That's exactly what I thought. I knew you'd make a good team. We'll get a picture when we got all the pieces, so keep calm, keep scanning. Find the order ID for email for Hendrix. Nope, wrong thing. So now come to the email. So if I go to Hendrix. So February 13th, 2021. 13th, 2nd, 2021. Ordered 574320. 574320. This is all stuff at the party that we didn't read about. Okay, I'll go over that one quickly. If you notice here, well, we just have to aim for a session after Daz's party. Are you sure you're okay with planning since you're busy and all positive? If you insist, tell me if you need help. Yo, you got it. You got it, Mo. Psst, you got everything ready for Daz's party? Yep, stuff got delivered by the weekend. Excellent, the best. Can hardly wait. Hopefully, anyways. You never know with Hendrix. Wait, how many packs are you getting? Getting your keg? Yes. He hates surprises, but the keg will definitely make up for everything. Did I mention the best? Unlike every other day. So that's what the order stuff is. If we go to... So, also mail. If we go to... Party supplies. This must be the party Mo mentioned in his apology. Who just leave the car unlocked? Left his car unlocked with all the supplies in the back so he could just come. Save neighborhood, maybe? Or blind optimism? Some people don't grow like that. 71 Timber Street's his home address, I presume. Might need to swing by there to make sure he's not there lounging around all the time. Well, we got a bit more about our friend Lawrence now. What do you think of it? Maybe just got a bit bored of city life. I think he just took it off him. Looking at his life so far, he doesn't seem to be that type. He seems like an ordinary person. Except, there's no such thing as an ordinary person. See, what seems so significant about Lawrence? Does he have an interest in the local folk? Does an incident with a woman close to him And a lead on the doctor you're looking for. And a lead on the doctor you're looking for. Yes, he's obviously interested in the TARDIS. Which implies he might know about the doctor, or he knows the doctor personally. That might be useful. Sorry, TARDIS? Time and Relative Dimension Space. Do it. Stands for totally and radically driving in space. Oh, that's a good reference. Seriously. That's from, sorry, private joke. It's an acronym. Stands for Time and Relative Dimension Space. Totally and radically driving in space. The 12th Doctor said that, so Peter Bacaldi said that to Osgood. Anyway, that big blue box is a sign we're on the right track, but I think we could look more closely at Lawrence's personal life. The woman his friend mentioned, that sounds like something worth looking for. Sounds promising. Totally and radically driving through space. I also just realized Lawrence hasn't tried to find his phone. That strikes me very odd. How do you know? The bug. I've run 54 checks and he hasn't called his phone or texted him. And he hasn't done any of the other find my phone things you'd normally expect. But he did try and call his phone. What? How did that slip my sensors? Never mind, what did he say? These weird flashing images appeared. Not a regular call then, is it? Let's see what I can do. If it is really him trying to reach through, perhaps the line was bad. Whatever it must have been serious. Maybe related to the doctor? It's possible. Any second now I'm gonna get a call. It's gonna scare the shit out of me. I didn't expect anything to come out of tapping Lawrence's phone. I found a few strange video recordings by the doctor. I found a few strange video recordings by the doctor hidden on some DVDs, including one particularly rare DVD I tracked back to the shop near here, Lawrence. What kind of DVDs? What kind of DVDs? Is the one thing, don't blink. It seemed like a fragmented message. Something about how blinking might kill you. From the episode Blink. Anyway, good theory, but I suspect something more to all this. See if Lawrence experienced any unusual things the past week. Right, where should I start? I managed to use the data scan to recover more files. Those files might be there might be more clues in those. Restoring Mo's chat. Restoring Sally's chat. Restoring Natasha's chat. Restoring Mr. Flint's chat. Restoring mails. And restoring gallery. Yay. Mail. Find me. Featured dial illusion and security. Oh. What's this? There's the blue box again. The TARDIS. I can get this in the recording, so this is good. So this dude's talking about how a virus in his phone with patterns, and he felt as if something was actually in his phone. Notice how something's trying to stop me from scanning these. Missing since the 17th of 2nd, 2021. If you remember, Osgood said it just literally a minute ago. 21 Timber Street. Age, I think the messages that were about to read say 45. Sorry, I'm really sorry about this. Brown, because of the color in the pictures. That one I just remember. And female. Oh, I'm wrong. Okay. Oh, they're getting darker. Natasha, oh my god, I slept through my alarm. Why didn't you wake me up? There's a new one. It must be. See, she went missing on the 17th, not the 12th. That's my bad. Oh my god, I slept through my alarm, so why didn't you wake me up? Because I've made an executive decision to give you the day off. Larry and Oscar, of course, hon. Oh, you did make it, I suppose. 17th of February. Hey Nat, did you go out? Where are you? The kettle was left on. Was there an emergency? Seriously, Nat, where are you? Please give me a call. If you're looking, I've been looking everywhere for you. If you see this message, please call me, okay? Please be okay, Nat. So that was on the 17th, that's when she went missing. If we look here, pretty sure. Sally Sparrow. 2 weeks ago.
Hey, Sally. I know it's been a while, but this is urgent. Nat's missing. It's like she just up and disappeared. It's them, Sal. I know it. They did this. I was... Sorry. What was I thinking? It's just... You're the only one that gets it. You were right to escape.
18th of February. What do you mean Nat's missing? We did everything we could to prevent this. I didn't have the heart to tell you something. Someone brought Worcestershire drumlins. What, Larry? I couldn't do that to you again, Sally. I made a promise. Believe me. I tried to stop him, but he wouldn't listen, and now she's gone. I'm coming home. We'll figure it out, okay? I'll get a flight out first thing. No, don't, Sally. If it really is those things, weeping angels, you and Natasha are the only people I care about. As much as I want to face this with you, please don't come back. I can't let you do this by yourself, Larry. You sound just like her. She wanted to help too. We'll get her back. I'll contact Rani, see if there's anything we can do about seeing that place off for good. Just be safe, okay? Please, stay. Okay? I hate this. Promise me you'll be careful. You're a brave man, Larry Nightingale. I think I've heard that once before. You'll hear it again from Natasha next time. Hello, Mr. Flint. Who is this? This is the Telemarketer. I'm not interested. I assure you I'm not here to say. This is Lauren Nightingale. I live near your property. A friendly neighbour, is it? Forgive me. Where are my manners? What can I help you with? That's right. That's alright. Is it just Flint or... That's Mr. Flint to you. I won't... Now, what do you want? I won't ask a third time. Right, I'll get straight to the point then. There's some concerns regarding your property. Whatever the real estate told you, they're lying. It's not safe. Don't go in the house. You call my cousin a liar? Pardon? My cousin's the one who sold me the house. My cousin's the estate agent. Are you calling them a liar? That's not what I meant. I apologize for insulting your family, but that's not important right now. You need to stay away from that house, Mr. Flint, please. I don't know what you're playing at, Nightingale, but I won't be told what to do by some bumbling halfwit. Perhaps if we talked over the phone, I could explain better. You have 1 minute. You hung up. Yes, because like my cousin, I'm a liar too. I suggest you stop pestering me with this nonsense. Good day, Mr. Nightingale. 14th February. Mr. Flint, I apologize for the heated exchange. Perhaps we got on the wrong foot. Please allow me to make amends. Why don't you pop by for supper sometime with my wife and I? We'd give you a proper welcome to the neighbourhood. I suppose things can get lost in translation with these modern devices. Very well, I accept your invitation, Mr. Nightingale. Excellent. Hopefully we can sort this out. Psst. Is he? Yes, Larry? Nothing important in this. Oh, 7th February. Is he just checking me? Have you heard from Nat today? No, actually, why? Larry, is everything alright? I don't know. She's not been replying to my calls or texts. It's not like her to be this unresponsive. Oh no, maybe her phone's out of battery. I'll try asking around to keep each other posted, yeah. Thanks, Izzy. Larry, no one's seen or heard from her in days. I'm really worried now. Larry? I'm here. I don't know what to do. I'm coming over. We'll go to the police. Okay. 19th of February. Hey Larry, how are you? Let me know if you need a chat, alright? We'll find her, Larry. Don't give up hope. Larry, don't shut yourself off. Please. We're all here for you. Oh god. Fuck you, Timothy. Corrupted fragment found in the photo homes of Lawrence. 19. These are good pictures. Oh, no. Look, the pictures. It's the people. It's obviously Lawrence and Natasha. Or Natalie, sorry. Lawrence is with his special someone. Happily married man, then our Lawrence. Almost certain that this is the Nat moment in the message. Seems like seeing them makes it a lot more real. A lot to process in it. But just so we're...
Shark 1747. Shark 1747.
Okay, bye. Don't jump scare me. Just so we're... A lot of processing, but just so we're sure, could you try finding a name for her? I don't want our wires crossed. Hey, was that call right? The signal is odd. Who was that? It was... just someone saying a bunch of random numbers. Shark 1747. Very odd. It's hard for me to guess without hearing it myself, but it seemed like someone hijacked the phone signal. Could it be the data corruption? It's possible. But it doesn't quite match the corruption. Check the call history, see if the number plays back. I'll look into it later. Level years, blue box. Sighting does Italy. Does Italy with some old record incidents. The doctor really should be more careful with where they put their time machine. But why visit Van Gogh exhibition when the doctor can meet him in the flesh? So what's the doctor like? The doctor's a lot of things. Kind, mad, brilliant, and sad somehow. Sounds fantastic. Well, they tend to show up at the exact moment when people are in danger and need help. It's not exactly safe, but it's quite a ride. What kind of alien is the doctor? Time Lord. Doctor's a Time Lord from the Gallifrey. Explains time travel. What does the doctor look like? Gallifrey's not made up. What does the doctor look like? Oh, the doctor looks pretty much like you and me, except the two heart thing. That's a bit different. You know the doctor? No is a strong word, but yes, I've met them. A few times, actually. You travel through time and space? No, sadly. The doctor offered me Tranton, but I couldn't take it. I was needed at home. Well, there was another time too, but then I died. And that's a whole other story. Anyway, we found more evidence of the doctor. I'll be sure to look through it later. Lawrence saw Sally, he's worried, Natasha's disappearing. Oops. Wester Drumlands, I don't know about you, but repeated mentions of that place is starting some alarms for me. There's more alarms for Lawrence here. Right, Sally too, from what I gather. Except I don't think their reactions are based on second hand accounts. There's way too much pain as well. Is that how? It seems like Sally and Lawrence have history with it. Good or bad Ha, you tell me. You see, it's puzzling. We did guess correctly. All the fragments, they seem to fit together. So if it looks like we are getting somewhere. I'm sensing something's not making sense to you. You're really getting to know me. You're spot on, you see. That's 3 pieces now. And none of them link to the other data on the phone. They should, but they don't. It's almost like the They were never supposed to be in Lawrence's home. Maybe the last people will make sense of it. I think you're right, or at least I hope you're right. Go get the rest. I'll be waiting. Nothing at all, sorry. Zoned out. This is the very first time I've heard of something infecting your phone like that, and it's not a simple technician bug. Looks like it affected him psychologically too. That's horrifying. Jack's last word about Larry was he was right about Westminster Drumlins. Yet I never mentioned this place. Something tells me this won't be the last reference to it either. All roads lead to Rome. Uh-oh. Or, a creepy house in London. Corrupted email. Well done. So that's the last part. Great. What now? We're going to run some algorithms, try piecing them together. This may take a while. You can continue exploring the phone in the meantime. I'll let you know when I'm done. By the way, it looks like the corruption is blocking a direct link. Maybe worth checking out the email again to see where it leads. Oh, look at them two. So creepy. Fine. Am I not spelling Timber Street right? Okay, oh, shit, sorry about that. Come on, I know you're here. Yeah, 71 Timber Street. Mail, find me, open link. I put 21. Good. '71 Timber Street. Brown. Female. Search. Bingo. Friends not good to you. I asked around and you were pretty much the last person to see Natasha. No signs of forced entry or anyone coming over the fence in your home. And from what you told me, pretty much all personal effects are still in the house, so she clearly didn't go anywhere on her own. Checked in with a couple of pals at Scotland Yard. 2 had them run every database I could think of, and I know it sounds corny, but it's like she vanished into thin air. Sorry, Lawrence, but she was your wife, and I know this must be hard to hear, but she's the deadest of dead ends I've seen in my 16 years of doing this job. I think the investigation's over. Must have been awful to know that neither a private investigator nor the police could help. Luckily, we're neither of those things. You're really getting into this, aren't you? That's kind of determination we need. The report is rather conclusive. I was afraid of this. Quite fully, my ex-colleague disappeared away on assignment. Losing people never gets easier. And to lose your spouse, I imagine it's even harder. And I've had a closer look at what you sent me so far, and I'm seeing some worrying fears in the data. I think Lawrence and Natasha may be in serious trouble. We should help them. Yes, 100%. I couldn't agree more. I mean, I literally couldn't agree more. We need to redouble our efforts on finding Lawrence. What about the doctor? When people are in trouble, helping them out is our priority. It's what the doctor would do. Anyway, I'm certain we'll find more clues about the doctor along the way. Aren't there better people better qualified to handle this? Ideally, UNIT would be the best agency to handle this. These types of cases are oddly our specialty. So, I feel like I've heard about UNIT before. What? How? This is highly classified information. But you've come this far, you deserve to know. The Unified Intelligence Task Force, UNIT for short, our job is to keep Earth safe. Officially, we don't exist anymore. Unofficially, some of us kept going in secret to solve this time fracture debacle right now. Yeah, time fracture is a number game. Thanks for trusting me, it was good. Not a word about this to anyone. And you're welcome, partner. So, as I was saying, it's down to us to solve this. So what do you think we should look into next? Looks like West Germinster might be important. You're right. Lawrence's messages to Sally do imply there's something off about this place and it's connected to Nash's disappearance somehow. Good spot, I noticed that. What are your thoughts about the ominous them? Well, it feels worrying. My thoughts precisely. Anyway, Lawrence specifically mentioned West German. That makes our next lead. I managed to recover some new data. Let's see what you can find out. I'll let you know what I do. Mean when you find anything. I got faith in you. I'm going to investigate Lawrence's house personally. With both him and his wife disappearing. That's just something. Restoring Sally's chat. Restoring Mr. Flint's chat. Restoring mails. Restoring gallery. Let's just hope not the next one to go missing. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Fucking Christ. Assholes. It's basically people trying to cover up certain parts. Saving. Awesome. So I could end the episode here if I want. Let's just go through these last couple of messages, then we'll end it. Last year. That's the article live into the unknown. Isn't exactly the BBC, is it? It's better this way. Too much attention making people. Oh, this is easy. This is just after the Blink episode. Mr. Nightingale, what do you want? I've tried to be civil about this, and against my advice, you continue to be a thorn in my side. I have no idea what you're on about. If you have any issues with the renovations, you'll have to bring it up to the council. Save it. I just spent 2 hours cutting through the red tape you tried to throw in my direction. You can't stop me from doing what I wish with my property. You don't understand. Why don't we talk about this? Not a discussion. Just let this go and walk away. My previous email still stands.
But in this case, I said 3 sugars, you absolute imbecile. Mr. Nightingale, my dear chap, how did it get to this? I will tell you how it got to this, Nightingale. Your insane crusade to try to stop me carrying out renovations in my cellar.
The cellars where all
Now,
the angels are staring
most
at each other.
people know me as an easygoing man who...
Thank you.
For God's sake, make a fresh cup and get it right this time, you glistening simpleton. An easygoing man who prefers to find common ground. But in this case, the only grounds in question belong to me. Wester Drumlins is mine to do with as I wish, and I intend to open up its cellars. Attempt to coerce or scare me again, and I shall contact both my lawyers and the police. Actually, I rather think the boys in blue would be fascinated by your tales of killer statues, might even get you committed. And if you think you could remain silent when they pull you in for questioning, the chief constable is an old golfing friend of mine. He'd make you sing, Nightingale. He'd make you sing. I've so enjoyed our little chat. Toodle pip.
It's like it's blocking us from these files, which I think is funny. Don't want to push my luck with this. How very diplomatic, Mr. Flint. So he's the current owner of West Drumlins. Is there a lot?
Watcher 9327. Watcher 9327.
Okay, bye-bye. That was good. You just got another weird call, didn't you? What was this one like? Same, just static and numbers. Do you notice any patterns? 4 numbers both times. Just a second. I pulled up some information from the call data. It looks like both calls were from old landline number. Very old. Probably 70 or 8 years old, in fact. But why call this phone? Good question. From what I can tell, these are automatic broadcasts targeting Lawrence's phone, but I'm absolutely not certain. The phone's corruption might be causing these calls, but we just have to wait to see if it happens again. Hang on. Yes, I thought so. There's an article about West Drumlins on the website you scanned earlier. Wait a second, look. Connors an anagram. Can you see what of? No, you're gonna have to tell me. I can't believe I didn't spot it. Cole Nally is an anagram of Lawrence and Sally. Lawrence and Sally must have spreaded stories about Westminster Drum to keep people away from it. And Lawrence was also dealing with Mr. Flint. Why was he so determined to make people steer clear of Westminster Drumlins? I could pay a visit. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I appreciate the enthusiasm, but this may not be the best idea. Well, that's frustrating. I hope to find out more. I mean, we did learn something, but I don't know how useful they were to us at this point. No, Lawrence and Sally want to keep people away from the Western Drumlins. But the problem is, we've hit a dead end. I don't know how much more we can do on our own. We just hit, with just the phone data to go on. Can you recover more files? I don't think so. There's not enough data to reconstruct the rest. Sergeant Lawrence's phone didn't turn up much either. He hasn't been home in a while. The car was nearby, though. The keys to it were in his living room. Oh, and all the stuff he ordered from the party is still in the boot. He didn't drive anywhere? Yes. And his friend wasn't sure where he was either. Good night at the pub then, was it? So he couldn't have gone far. So they didn't give him a ride. Exactly. If he vanished somewhere, it would be close to home. Let's think odd about his master bedroom. There was an outline of dust on the wall in front of the dresser. Like something was taken off the wall. Guessing it was the dressing mirror table. Maybe it's somewhere else in the house. Didn't see it anywhere. Like someone removed it from the house. But all the valuables were still there. It's probably not a burglary. Lawrence could have taken it. Possible. But again, the question is why? That and it still don't tell us where it's gone. It seems like everything is just leading to more questions right now. Answer might be Mr. Drumlins. That's true. It's the only strong lead we have. Where's Drums at the center of it? Lauren seemed to believe that anyways. I managed to contact a colleague of mine, Ashia. She's going to have a look around West Drumlins. I take it you're going with her. No, I don't think I'm suited for the field work. I'm much better off in my lab. You know, tests, research, paperwork. But there was a narrowly escape from But there was a time I narrowly escaped from an exploding plane in the middle of an alien incursion. Yeah, the Zygons. I remember that. How did you survive that? Doctor. Well, the doctor's the only reason I'm alive. So I enjoy the idea of being fieldwork. Like a Shilda. I think I'm best at my story. Supporting role. Funny role, actually. I once got Sheila to shape towards Sure, why not? You'll fit right in with us at unit. Anyways, I'll drop a Sheila a message now. Meanwhile, you could look through the phone again to see if we've missed anything. Let me know if you find something. Oh, Mr. Hunt, look at the side of his cheek.
Mr. Nightingale, Lawrence, Larry.
Look at his cheek.
I was devastated to hear
Stone.
about your wife, Natalie, I believe her name is, or was. But it does rather prove my point, that you should end your fixation with my property, Wester Drumlins.
I can't hang up.
I've been a patient man, Larry. Throughout all your scaremongering and, let's be frank, your threats. But I've instructed my lawyers, Derbyshire and Mills, to seek a restraining order against you. Your obsession with my property must cease forthwith. That's just something you have to face.
He's went in the cellar.
Incidentally, my contractors have reported seeing a figure on the grounds of WD on several occasions. I think we both know it's you. Naughty, naughty. So I've upgraded the property security, and you would be ill-advised to go on another one of your snooping expeditions. Call it a day, Mr. Nightingale. It is over. I don't want you within a stone's throw of Wester Drumlins.
Turning to stone. Sorry, I couldn't hang up. The corrupted data, I've managed to extract some information from it. But I'm limited in terms of what I can do from here. I have to decrypt the data from Lawrence's phone. No problem, how can I do that? Go back to West Drumlins in the photo album gallery. The album appears to be a source of these data shifts. PC over the fragments, and there will be a monitor. I'll monitor the situation from here. I can do that. I'm on it. Great. It's just like a jigsaw puzzle. Just tap and hold the pieces and move them around. If the pieces fit, they'll snap together. Just keep doing that till you complete the image. Good luck. I really don't want to do this yet. I want to wait. I think I'm going to end this episode here, just before I run out of storage. I'm pushing my luck here, as it is. Just clarify, this is it. Shit, nope. Not doing that yet. But that is it. That's what we're doing next time. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Doctor Who, The Lonely Assassin. I hope it all recorded well. I hope my voice is still in it. God, I really hope my voice is still in it. And I'll see you all in the next one tomorrow. Goodbye. I might have to repeat a bit tomorrow, but that's okay.